Sierra Leone celebrates Independence Day on 27th of April 2024. The country's First Lady, Fatima Madabayo, explains how international powers continue to exert control. In her statement, "We are not given the free will to make decisions on our own mineral resources. There's always Big Brother who decides. And when you fight and say no, we are not going to do this, they use the system to stop you." She even opined that every mining company in Sierra Leone is foreign-owned. And despite breaking free from British colonial rule on April 27, 1961, the UK still runs the country's electricity, yet no electricity. Hey, hold on, this is not just Sierra Leone, but virtually all Africa countries. The question is, are they doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past, or can they learn from stories like Kalulu's and forge a more just future? Kalulu's story is a tragic echo of a pain that reverberates through generations. What if I told you about the enslaved African boy who vanished beneath the waters of Livingston Falls in the heart of the Congo? Just imagine being a young boy living in Africa when suddenly you're sold to a stranger. That's what happened to Kalulu, a 12-year-old boy named Ndugu Mali living in Africa, suddenly sold to a British explorer named Sir Henry Morton Stanley and given a new name, Kalulu. He was sold to Stanley by an Arab merchant in Zanzibar, but because Stanley didn't like the name, he christened him Kalulu. Between 1872 to 1873, Kalulu accompanied Stanley around Europe and America, and during that time posed for a wax model, which was later installed at Madame Tussauds Museum in London. Stanley briefly enrolled him at a school in Wandsworth, southwest London, where the headmaster later noted that he was clever and progressing in English. After the death of Dr. David Livingstone in Zambia in 1874, Stanley, who was eager to continue his Livingstone's exploration work, withdrew Kalulu from school, and the two returned to Africa. In 1877, Stanley, while using Kalulu as his servant, embarked on an expedition in the Congo to find the source of River Nile. While navigating the treacherous Congo River, tragedy struck. Kalulu died in a tragic accident after his canoe plunged hundreds of feet down a waterfall on the Congo River, and he was lost forever. The waterfall was later named Kalulu Falls in his honor. While Kalulu's experience may seem like a distant memory, isn't there a chilling parallel to how resources are still extracted from Africa by Western countries? Is it time for a new chapter in the relationship between Africa and the West? A chapter built on mutual respect and shared prosperity? Let's use Kalulu's story as a springboard for a conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What kind of future do you envision for Africa?
If you are still not following us, you are probably never going to see us again. But if you are, congrats. You are on a journey of discovery as we unlock the mysteries of the past.